So if you could give PMO and portfolio leaders one mindset shift, so one thing that they can kind of move towards today, what would that be?
I think, again, thinking more in terms of outcomes and value and encouraging the organization to do that, because the PMO, I think, has an opportunity to be a change driver.
Hmm.
I'm like a box of quotes, but I always
I
use
love it.
I always use Albert Einstein's quote because I just love it. He said, "Confusion of goals and perfection of means seems, in my opinion, to characterize our age." And in my opinion, it also characterizes way too many PMOs. And so I'd say, sure, offer guidelines and toolboxes for project managers, and then they can form their own communities of practice to improve. But the PMO should otherwise be focused on helping the organization reach its goals by aligning the organization, maximizing and allocating the talent in the organization accordingly. And notice I said talent because the last thing, and maybe the overarching thing, is to remember that project management, resource management, portfolio management, it's really all about people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I think that really brings us back to that first point, or one of the first points of, that longer term planning needs to include HR. And like you said, the PMO is really just prime for that. And so I think with that mindset shift that, it's not just about, projects, but aligning the organization and maximizing the talent that you have. It,
Right.
it just comes back to PMO leaders. We need to be working with HR.
Absolutely. I
And
think that's a big missing link.
I completely agree. That's probably a whole other episode of how we can do that, and we'll come back to that. But
Yeah, yeah.
I think
That's why
that
I was
that is an
glad to
important
see
thing
it
too.
as an ISO standard that fell within the HR community. I was
Yeah,
delighted to see that.
yeah, yeah. Yes, I agree. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. I don't want to take any more of your time, but I do thank you for the conversation today. It's been great.
All right.
So I like to end each episode with a simple question. I think it's simple.